Welcome to my views and news. Four news stories. First one is about Eritrean President Isaias Afwerki, who is on his way to Kenya on a two-day official visit. For the first time in months that we are seeing Isaias Afwerki abroad. During the 2-year-long Tigray conflict, mostly he did not leave Eritrea. Secondly, I want to share with you two propaganda stories which have been launched by the two factions of the Orthodox Church. One led by Abune Matthias, the other led by Abune Sariwos. Both are making some claims. Are the claims true, or are these stories just propaganda shared by the two sides? Thirdly, Abune Sariwos is going to arrive in Waliso, and fourthly, Sintayehu Chekol has been arrested. Before these four news stories, in the previous video, I reported about the arrest of Abune Ezekiel, who is Archbishop of Bonga in southwest regional state. He was arrested at Jimma airport. He arrived in Jimma. Reportedly, he wanted to travel from Jimma to Bonga by road, but he was not allowed by Oromia forces to move through Jimma. Now he has been released by Oromia security forces. He has been sent to Addis Ababa. He is now in Addis Ababa. So he was not allowed to travel from Jimma to Bonga. And he is saying that his security guards were harassed. They were beaten. And he said, if there is no church, there is no government. Abune Ezekiel has been released, but he was not allowed to enter southwest regional state from Oromia. Now there's Eritrean President Isaias Afwerki departed Eritrea just a few minutes ago for a two-day official visit of Kenya. We know that a few days ago, William Ruto, Kenyan president, visited Eritrea. William Ruto was elected last year as the president of the country. And then we saw that Usman Saleh, Eritrean Information Minister, visited Kenya and he met with William Ruto. He delivered a message from Isaias Afwerki to William Ruto. After that, William Ruto visited Asmara. And now Isaias Afwerki is on his way to Kenya, two-day official visit. On the invitation of William Ruto, Kenyan president, Eritrean president is visiting Kenya. First time in months that Isaias Afwerki is visiting a country, because we have seen neighboring countries' leaders visit Eritrea, like Hassan Sheikh visited Eritrea twice since he took office. William Ruto visited Eritrea as well a few weeks ago rather. Abiy keeps on visiting Eritrea, but secretly. Then top world officials, they also visit Eritrea, like Sergei Lavrov, Russian foreign minister, was in Eritrea around a week ago. During the 2-year-long war, mostly Isaias Afwerki remained inside the country. Now he is abroad visiting Kenya. Kenya is a bigger country if you compare Kenya and Eritrea. Eritrean influence in Eastern Africa, in the Horn of Africa, is growing. It has presence in Ethiopia. It is training Somalia's forces. It has presence in Eastern Sudan. It can have an impact inside Djibouti too. So Kenya knows that Isaias Afwerki, Eritrea are key players in the Horn of Africa. That is why he visited Eritrea a few weeks ago, and some say he delivered a message from the US to Eritrean government about the withdrawal of Eritrean forces from Tigray, which has happened largely. Kenya wants to have good relations with Isaias Afwerki. Why? Because Kenya is facing the threat of Al-Shabaab, and Kenya, Ethiopia, Somalia are launching a joint fight against Al-Shabaab. Isaias Afwerki's trained Somalia's forces will play a key role in the fight against Al-Shabaab. Maybe there could be deployment of Eritrean soldiers to Somalia, maybe in future. So that is why for Kenya, Eritrea matters, especially when it comes to security, when it comes to peace in East Africa, in the Horn of Africa. We'll update you in coming videos about this visit, what is going to be discussed. Will there be any economic project discussed, finalized? Will there be some security cooperation agreement? We'll share with you in coming videos. Secondly, viewers, two news stories, two claims being made by the two factions of the Ethiopian Orthodox. Firstly, Ziha Abisha last night reported that a Protestant pastor, Benyam Shitaye, met, he tried to meet, he could not, he talked to Abune Sariwos, the head of Oromia Splinter Synod. And secondly, the other side, Oromia Synod backed sources claim that there are ongoing tensions between Abune Matthias, the Patriarch, and Gajam-based Holy Synod archbishops like Abune Abraham, Abune Petros. Now, firstly, Benyam Shitai, Protestant pastor, it is being claimed by some journalists, by Ziha Abisha as well, that Pastor Benyam Shitai was invited by Abune Sariwos for a meeting. He could not meet him. Then he called him. And allegedly, Abune Sariwos said that his bishops, archbishops, they wanted to apologize. They wanted to apologize to the Holy Synod. They were facing difficult times, so they were ready to apologize. And Pastor Benyam Shitai, it is being said, it is being attributed to him that Orthodox Church is united. No one can disturb the unity of the Church. Now, firstly, Pastor Benyam Shitai has not shared anything on his social media page. I have seen that. I don't know what is the source of Ziha Abisha or some other journalists. Secondly, Pastor Benyam is pro-Orthodox Church. Why? Because I remember last year I did some videos when there were clashes between Protestants and Orthodox communities for organizing of gatherings at Meskel Square in Addis Ababa. There were clashes, and back then Pastor Benyam Shitai, who is a Protestant, he supported Ethiopian Orthodox Church's position about Meskel Square. He did not support his own group Protestants. He is very close to Orthodox Church. That is what we know. And since he hasn't shared anything on his own account, that is why so far for me it's just a propaganda, a piece of propaganda by pro-Orthodox Church news sources and outlets. Secondly, the claim being made by the other side that Abune Matthias and some Holy Synod members are at the loggerheads, that Abune Matthias is not happy with Abune Petros and Abraham. Again, obviously, we have no reliable information, but Abune Matthias is nothing without the Holy Synod. If Holy Synod, if Abune Petros, Abune Abraham, others, if they stop supporting the Patriarch, it will be difficult for Patriarch to retain his position. Because Tigray is already splitting. He's a Tigrayan. Tigray already splitting. Oromia announcing a new synod, maybe a new patriarch in coming years. So if Abune Petros and Abune Abraham, if they start opposing Abune Matthias, and Abune Matthias starts considering them as their opponents, it means that Abune Matthias will be on his own. Who will support him? Because Abune Petros, Abune Abraham, they have support in Amhara region. So Abune Matthias will be left without any support base. I personally think that for survival as patriarch, Abune Matthias needs the support of these Gajjam-based archbishops. So there could be difference of opinion, but I think both are on the same page when it comes to church issues. Yes, Holy Synod is being dominated by Abune Petros, Abune Abraham, but Abune Matthias is not in a position to change this situation. He is in a weak position, I personally think, as a patriarch. Thirdly, viewers, Abune Sariwos is going to arrive in Waliso today. I think he'll arrive. He'll be there on Thursday too. Preparations are underway to welcome Abune Sariwos there. It was in Waliso when these three archbishops, Abune Evastatius, Abune Sariwos, Zina Marcos, made appointments of 26 archbishops. That led to start of this split within Orthodox Church. It happened around 2 weeks ago. So he is coming back to the place from where all the conflict started. Let's see, some key announcements are expected in Waliso reportedly on Thursday. Lastly, viewers, Balderas party member who remained in prison for several months has been arrested again. His name is Sintayehu Chekol, who was very close to Skandar Naga, former head of party. Skandar Naga then resigned. He abandoned politics. Sintayehu Chekol was released from prison, and since the start of this religious conflict, he has been sharing posts in support of the Orthodox Church, and reportedly this morning he was arrested. His whereabouts are unknown. Who arrested him? It's not clear, but reportedly he is in the custody of security forces. Thank you for watching.